Okay. Hare Krishna devotees, thank you for joining as our daily Bhagavata or Krishna Katha. So, preparing ourselves for the mood of Krishna Janmashtami. Today, we are going to hear from Sumit Prem Upadhyaya Prabhu. So, Prabhu is going to enlighten us about Damodar Leela and the pastime related that, and also enlighten us how we can develop that mood to become Shri Krishna Janmashtami. Over to you, Prabhu. We can start.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna to all the devotees. Let me just share the screen. Just a minute.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Vijay.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवये भगवती उत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः उमज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाख्य चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदन्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभयस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So welcome to all the devotees for joining today's session. And yeah, so today the pastimes which we are going to discuss is one of the very sweet pastime of the Lord. Actually, all the pastimes of the Lord are very sweet, but this particular pastime of Damodar Leela is very sweet because this is related to Mother Yashoda and Krishna. So that uh, Vatsalya Ras is there, the motherly affection of Mother Yashoda, and how Krishna is reciprocating that is discussed in this pastime, and many lessons from this times we can learn. So this particular pastime is discussed in the 10th canto, 9th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, and it happened on the day of Deepavali. So it was the day of Deepavali, and that time Krishna was sleeping in the morning, and Mother Yashoda, all the maid servants were doing engaged in some other services. So Mother Yashoda was thinking that Krishna is always stealing butter from the home of other uh, people in Vrindavan, other gopis in Vrindavan. So why she's doing like this? Because there is so much of butter produced in the house of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj has how many cows? 9 lakh cows. So there is no scarcity of milk, dahi, and butter in the home of Nanda Maharaj. Still, Krishna is going. So she's thinking, oh, maybe the that quality is not good or what. Let me prepare myself the best of the butter, best of the curd, so that Krishna can enjoy that here only. So she was churning the butter, and while churning the butter, what she was doing, she was remembering all the pastimes of Krishna, killing of various demons, and all the lovely pastimes of the Lord she was remembering, and she was singing that. She's composed songs based on those pastime, and she was singing herself. So just a minute, 1 minute. Yes, sorry. So she was composing different songs based on those pastimes, and while churning, she was singing the glories of the Lord. So, and her bangles and her anklets, because she was churning the butter, that they were making sounds, and it is like she was doing a kirtan with the kartals. It's like that. And then, as I said, like Shodamai was thinking, why is Krishna stealing butter from the other houses? So is this because our butter is not satisfying him? Then, yeah, actually the butter that is prepared there, it is the Krishna, sorry, Nan Maharaj has 9 lakh cows, of which 1,000 cows gives very nice milk. They were known as the Padmagandha cows. So they were having a very special grass that is coming from Padmagandha grass. So that grass smells very nice, and the milk that comes is very, very tasteful and very healthy. So she thought, okay, let me prepare the best of the uh, the butter from this, and then Krishna will enjoy that butter. So she was doing that, and at the same time, Krishna woke up in the morning, and the first thing when a child wake up, what he needs the mother. So small child's first thing they look is, where is the mother? So Krishna wanted Mother Yashoda, and he was searching here and there, and finally he come to the place where Mother Yashoda was churning the butter, and then Mother Yashoda saw Krishna, and when as soon as Mother Yashoda saw Krishna, she had got that motherly love, and she thought, okay, my Krishna has just woke up, so let me just feed him some milk. He must be very hungry. And Krishna also very quickly got up on the lap of Mother Yashoda and started drinking the milk. So at the same time, what happened when Mother Yashoda was feeding milk to Krishna, that time the milk she had put on the stove for boiling. That milk started boiling and it was about to fall. And when Mother Yashoda saw, heard the noise, she immediately puts down Krishna, and she ran to turn off the stove and uh, save the milk from falling down. Now Krishna becomes very angry because he thought, like, why mother is just put me down, and she's went, because this is my time. I just woke up, and she should take care of me, and she is just ignoring me. Like, he thought like that and become very angry. No, what I should do? I like a rebellious child, he wanted to do something, and what he did, he broke the container of the butter and the yogurt there, and he started eating butter. And after that, suddenly he becomes very scared also, because now he realized, oh, what I have done. In anger, I have done the mistake, and now Mother Yashoda will come and she will again uh, shout on me and maybe give punishment. So he started running from there. And what Mother Yashoda, after taking down the hot milk, she came back. And now this milk also, the Acharya says that what the milk was thinking, because in the spiritual world everything is having consciousness. So milk is also having consciousness in that, in the Leela. So what milk is thinking? Oh, uh, Krishna is drinking the milk of Mother Yashoda, and now what will happen to me? I My life will be useless if Krishna is not drinking me. Then what is the use of my life? So better I will jump into the fire and do suicide. Like this milk was thinking, and that's why it boiled very quickly. So once Mother Yashoda turned off the stove, and she returned back, and she saw that broken pots are there and Krishna is not there, and footsteps of Krishna was there. So she understood that Krishna has done that, and she become angry that that Krishna is showing anger, and he broke the pot. So some of the points which we can learn from this is that in everything in the household affairs of Mother Yashoda was meant for Krishna. Always she was thinking of Krishna, how to protect him when he was going to the forest. Then Mother Yashoda was uh, instructing him, okay, you always be with Balaram, and he instructed the other Gopas also, take care of Krishna. Balaram, you take care of Krishna, and very nicely she will decorate him. eh? And when he was in forest, then also she was always thinking of Krishna. Mm. So uh, multiple activities like Mother Yashoda has to do prioritize what to do and what time one thing has to be done, like milk is boiling, Krishna is there. Then she actually milk also she was preparing for Krishna only, right? And butter also she was making for Krishna, and she was feeding milk to Krishna also. So she was not like wrong in leaving him, because that is also her service to Krishna. But Krishna become angry. So yeah, priority is also like we should be taking care of. So what to do at one, that also intuition is given by Krishna. As Krishna says, this Smriti Jnana Ponam, everything Krishna honestly gives. So how to prioritize things also for the devotees, Krishna will give the knowledge for that. So while Krishna, what he did after running away from there, he just climbed on a mortar, and what he was doing, he was feeding the butter to the birds and the monkeys. So here also, like why he was feeding to the monkeys, because in Rama Avatar, uh, Lord Ramchandra was feeling very much uh, grateful to all the monkeys, and he was thinking like, oh, I couldn't do much for them, like they have done great sacrifice for me, but I couldn't have done much for them. So here, as Krishna, he was thinking, okay, let me just feed those monkeys a little bit. So because of his gratitude towards all the Vanarsena, he was feeding here. And but he was looking all around with great anxiety, because he know that now mother will definitely come, and she will chastise him. So Mother Yashoda was searching Krishna, and then suddenly she came at the place where Krishna was standing, and she approached from behind. Now, Krishna's face was to the other side, and he was just feeding the monkeys. Then suddenly he realized, oh, on my back, mother is there. Then he started running from there. Mother Yashoda had a stick in her hand, and she was running after behind Krishna. So when a little child, what they do, they will not run in a straight line, right? They will run in a zigzag way, and they will try to, because elder persons, they are like, they have a big body, they cannot run similarly to the childs, right? So they try to avoid running in a straight line, and the children will run in a zigzag way. So Mother Yashoda was getting tired running behind Krishna, and Krishna, seeing the efforts of Mother Yashoda, he thought, oh, now mother is tired, and she is making so much effort to bind me, to catch me. So let me just get caught by Mother Yashoda. So you can see like how a devotee, by his love, can bind the God, can catch the Lord. But the great yogis, thousands of years, they are doing tapasya to see the Paramatma, Lord Krishna, in their heart, but they may not be successful. But Mother Yashoda, by her pure love for Krishna, she's able to catch hold of Krishna. So that also tells us that love towards God is the highest thing we can have. So in different rasas, we can have love for God. Like in the Vrindavan, we say that there are five kinds of rasas. First is the dasya, then sakhya, then uh, So Shant, Dasya, Sakhya, and Vatsalya, and then the Madhurya. These are the five rasas. Love in uh, Shant, neutral love. Then we have Dasya as a in servant, as a servant. Then we have as a friend, then as a parent, and then conjugal love. These are the five kinds of rasas in which the devotees generally reciprocates with Krishna. So finally, mother get hold of Krishna, and she wanted to give some punishment so that Krishna will not do again. She don't want to hit him. She was carrying the stick, but she don't wanted to hit Krishna. So and Shruti Mataji, can you go on mute, please? Yeah. Okay. So she wanted to give some punishment, and not for punishment actually. She wanted Krishna not to get into more trouble. So she thought, okay, I will bind him to the mortar, and he will learn from that. He will not do this kind of things again. So she got some ropes and she wanted to tie the Lord. Meanwhile, Krishna was weeping, and uh, all his kajal from the eyes are mixed with uh, the tears falling, and it was all over his face, and he was taking very heavy breaths. That always described in Damodar Ashtakam, if you have read. So they're all, what is happening? The Lord is in fear of Mother Yashoda. The death personified is fearful of Krishna, but here Krishna is fearful of Mother Yashoda. So that is because he has accepted a position of subservient, we can say, like a lower position. As a child, he has accepted the position, and he's playing that role. So because of that, he's fearful of Krishna. So that is the perfection of a devotee, that even Lord takes a like a lower position, and he reciprocates. And then she started tying Lord Krishna with the mortar, but the ropes is little shorter by 2 inches, and she thought, oh, the rope looked little lengthy, but here I'm not able to tie. Then she got some more ropes, and again the same thing happened. So again she bought more and more ropes. So there was no scarcity of ropes, because Nand Maharaj had 9 lakh cows, and we have to tie the cows with the ropes, and because of that, so many ropes were there. She bring more and more ropes. Still, what happened? She was not able to tie Krishna, and Krishna was seeing all this, and she's and he saw that Mother Yashoda was very she's getting tired, but she is very determined to tie him. So finally he decided, okay, let her tie me. So finally he got tied up to the mortar. So what is these two fingers? These two fingers distance for binding the Lord is there. How this distance can be removed? These two fingers are, one finger distance is our endeavors, whatever efforts we are making in our spiritual life, and the next finger is the Lord's mercy. So these two fingers are very necessary. This two finger distance can be removed only by our these two things: our serious endeavor and the Lord's mercy should be there. Then only this gap can be removed. Okay, so now finally she tied the Lord with the mortar, and here it is explained in this verse that the Lord has no beginning, no end, no exterior or no interior, no front, no rear. In other words, he's all pervading. So Lord is the like no, he don't have any beginning or ending. He's all pervading, but he's not under the influence of time or anything. But still, he like get ready to bound by the love of the devotees. Now, Mother Yashoda consider not him not as a god or the supreme personality of Godhead, but only as his child, and she wanted to give him all the care and all the love. Because of that, he's ready to be bound by the love of Mother Yashoda, not the ropes, but the love of Mother Yashoda. Actually, he got tied up by the love of Mother Yashoda. Okay. So what Mother Yashoda actually thought, okay, Krishna might leave the house in fear, therefore it's best to, I will tie him with the rope so he will not go here and there. So she was not at all caring who Krishna was and what are his powers, but she was thinking just in terms of pure love for him. So we already saw this, like how, what are the two inch difference, 2 finger distance was there. So after that, what happened once she tied the Krishna, she went to do her work, and she was busy. So in the next verse, it has been said that even the great personalities like Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Indra, they are under the control of Krishna. Hmm? But Krishna has one great quality. He comes under the control of his devotees. So this pastime actually exhibit that Lord is Ajita actually. He cannot be conquered. But one way he can be conquered, and that is pure love for him. By his devotees, he can be conquered. So even the great personalities, as you can see, they cannot. They are under the control of Lord, but Lord come under the control of his devotees. So even all these demigods, they don't get that kind of mercy that is received by Mother Yashoda. That reciprocation Mother Yashoda got. And all the great yogis, as we uh, have seen earlier, that all the great yogis, they try to catch the Lord by their mental speculation, by their austerities, but by whom the Lord is captured? By the pure devotees who have pure love for God. So when Lord was tied and mother went away, then what a Lord did, his purpose was to deliver the two sons of Kuvera. Who are those two people? Nal Kubera and Manigriv, the two sons of Kubera. So Lord somehow pull the mortar and make it fall down, and then he started dragging the mortar. And he was crawling and he was dragging the mortar. So he come in front of the house where the two Arjuna trees are there, and he went between the trees and he pulled the mortar. And what happens? The both the tree fall down, and immediately the sons of Nalkuvera, very radiant and very illuminated, they came out of the trees and they offer prayers to the Lord. So those two people, those sons of Kuber, they were actually cursed by Narad Muni. Once what happened when Narad Muni was passing by, the sons of Nalkuber, they were bathing with the Apsaras and they were in intoxicated state, and they ignored Narada Muni. While the Apsaras uh, put on their clothes and they offered pranam to Narada Muni, the two sons of Kubera, they ignored. And because of that, Narada Muni actually observed that they've become very proud of their opulence. So that day in the Kunti Maharani prayers, we have saw that there are four kind of obstacles, and one thing was the opulence. When somebody has lot of opulences, lot of wealth, then they can become proud. So in their case, their position was very high, and they have a lot of opulence. Because of that, they got intoxicated. And Narad, to rectify them, he gave them a curse to become the Arjuna trees. And when they asked for forgiveness, then Narad Muni said that Lord himself will deliver you. So to fulfill that promise of Narada, Krishna liberated both of these brothers. And after offering their prayers, both of them went back to their planet. So we are coming to the end of this pastime. So there are a lot of things we can learn from this pastime. So how to remain in Krishna consciousness? So like Mother Yashoda, we can see the example. She's always thinking of Krishna. Whatever work she is doing, like that time of churning butter, she was remembering the pastimes of Krishna and singing songs. So similarly, whatever we are doing, we should always remember Krishna. How to connect Krishna to everything, that art we have to learn. So when we are doing certain activities at home, we are cooking, that time we can hear the pastimes of the Lord. In our free time, we can always read the books, listen the lecture, and do some service for the Lord, make something for the Lord. And we see that at no time Mother Yashoda forget Krishna's activity at any time. So that kind of consciousness we should aspire to build. If we are able to do that, then our progress in Krishna consciousness can happen. So like Mother Yashoda poeticized all the Krishna's activities and she was singing while churning the butter. So this should be the like the consciousness in 1 week for a person who want to remain in Krishna consciousness 24 hours a day. Always think of Krishna. And what else we can do? Threefold engagement, manasa, vacha, karma. So by our body, word, and mind, we should do the service. So like mind, we can always remember Krishna. Smaranam we can do by different activities, like when we are doing japa, when we are doing listening to the pastimes of the Lord, when we are singing kirtanas. So and words means whenever we are speaking, most of the time we should not uh, be in like do gossips and all those things. Unnecessary talks we should avoid. And whenever we are speaking, we should try to speak in relation to Krishna. So and body, whatever services we are doing, we'll we should try to do our activities in such way that it should be a service to Krishna. If we can do that, then our consciousness will be Krishna consciousness. So yeah, so these are the few things we can do. So it's already 9:33, so I'll stop here, and probably everyone can if anybody has any questions or any comments they can give, and whatever realizations they have from this time past times, they can tell.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu. Thank you.
Dhanavad Pranam,
Yeah,
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
devotees, any comments, questions, realizations, please share. What we learned from this lesson, what we can implement in Krishna Janmashtami from this lesson. Anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Prabhu, Calcutta devotees. Hare Krishna.
Sorry, Prabhu, I was not in Bangalore, so recently some project work I was in Calcutta. Next, maybe 2-3 days I will come back to Bangalore.
Okay.
Very nicely, Prabhu explained about the Damodar Leela today. Actually, this Prabhu said, no, these two points where like it is very useful for our like Janmashtami, like whatever we are service endeavoring, we have to do our service, we have to do our endeavors, whatever possible way. And Krishna's mercy should be there, like Krishna mercy should also be there. So these 2 points, like whatever service all our Aranaga devotees are doing every day, even it is a small service also, it is pleasing to Krishna. So it is not like that we have to do any big service, big seva like that. Krishna will see your love towards that seva, whether it is 5 minutes or whether it you are doing in temple or whether you are doing in society, whether you are doing in your circle or you are in a devotee association group. So whatever possible way you are doing this seva, so Krishna sees that, and according to that he will reciprocate. So that is one good point Prabhu has mentioned in this class.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So I'm missing all this seva because out of station, but whatever, after coming back, I will join and do the proper seva also.
Don't worry, Prabhu. We will not spare you. Don't worry. As soon as I come,
Also, Radharamana Prabhu also nicely said about the pastime. It is very nice to hear from the mouth of all the elevated devotees, so that it will get encouraged to do more seva and service towards the Lord.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
So otherwise, we'll go alphabetic order quickly, so everybody can share. Asha Mataji.
We should always remember Krishna, and once we start and once we dedicate whatever we do, like Prabhuji said, whatever we speak, whatever we do, thinking of Krishna, I think so. He directs us in the right direction. That is what one thing. So consciously, maybe we have to make an effort to remember him all the time, and in all the actions and deeds and words, what we speak, if we remember, I think so he will direct us in the right way. This is my realization.
So from this pastime related to Janmashtami, anything specific you want to share?
That is what, because Mother Yashoda is so much of in service of Lord Krishna. So we also should be doing as much as service possible in relation to Krishna Janmashtami. And I know I am not that much, but I'm trying to do my part, Prabhuji.
No problem. Your desires Krishna will fulfill. Sure.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Thank you.
Thank you. Who else? Yeah, Arjuna Mataji. Same thing.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Thank you for the class. What I could understand was we should always remember Krishna in all the whatever conditions. And one more thing, what got me was like Mother Yashoda, when she was doing things, so she always used to sing Krishna's Leelas in a poetic form all the time, while doing her endless activities. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu has given wonderful take-home messages, especially this time of Janmashtami celebrations. Very interesting factors are prompting me to learn more and more about. Prompts me to learn more about the spiritual world. Milk has conscience in spiritual world. Very interesting factor. And Padma Ganga, Gauss, all these factors are very interesting and fascinating. Krishna reciprocated the monkeys for their dedicated service in mission of rescuing Mother Sita. And Mother's Yashoda caught hold of Krishna as devotee. Mother Yashoda could catch Krishna as pure devotee, only as a pure devotee. These are all very interesting factors. And Lord was fearful of mother and expressing a complete a child's exact this thing situation, and short of 2 fingers length of the ropes that can be compensated only by endeavor and mercy of Lord. That I must remember and adopt in all my spiritual efforts. I must continue my endeavor without any lapses. Naturally, mercy of Lord will also follow, I believe. And love of mother only made to finally tie this thing, the rope. So I must develop a true love, a heart full of love. It should be a natural love. And Lord Shiva, Brahma, Indra, all are controlled by Lord, but Lord is under the control of the pure devotees. So I must always remember this, and I must prepare myself as a pure devotee to emerge, to successfully emerge as a pure devotee in always in my life. And multiple tips are also given by Prabhuji. That is Manasa, Vacha, and Karma. All these things are very precious, I feel. In total, this is giving a new dimension of look into the Damodara Leela. Wonderful, Prabhuji. I have learned a lot of take home messages.
Thank you,
at this
Prabhu.
point. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Puja Mataji, anything on saying?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Nothing, but it was very wonderful lecturing by Sumit Prabhuji. It was, narration was very good. Even I can't express. I was like amazing how Krishna was did in his person. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Pushya Mataji. No. Ramesh Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Mataji, go ahead.
Nothing Prabhuji, thank you so much. True love, as I understood, that true love and pure devotion can control Krishna also.
Yeah.
My network.
Yeah. Ramesh.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Oh, no problem.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
As Mariappan Prabhuji said that if we become a pure devotee of Lord Krishna, even Lord will also come to serve us like Yashoda to take caring of Krishna. So we must know that the God will take care of every entity. So by pure love and conscious, if we pray Krishna, definitely he will serve and save us. So this is the main point I noticed. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shide Mataji. No.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for the class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful class, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Nothing, Prabhuji, nothing.
Okay. Okay. Uma Shankar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thanks for the class, Prabhuji. It was really one thing to understand in this one. We should actually be fascinated towards the pastimes of the Lord. And actually, the Nand Maharaj, they had lots of rope to tie because they are having lots of cows, but they can't tie Krishna because one thing I can have that comparison with the material world, the rope is like the materialistic things. And next, if we little bit progress towards Krishna, then we can get him, Prabhuji.
Mhm.
So that one understanding I am get to that one. Each and every time we hear this Damodarla, some new kind of meaning I am coming to understand. Whether it is correct or not, I am not sure. But
Yeah.
this time I am getting that kind of meaning, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. So before end, yeah, Janmashtami, like Mother Yashoda, her only intention was to please Krishna. Even for that sake, she is ready to chastise him, is ready to bind him. But what is the intention? Intention is to please him, intention is to serve him. That is the intention. Of course, we cannot imitate Mother Yashoda. We are not that level. But our only intention is to please him by serving. Like Prabhuji said, by mind, body actions, we have to serve. Sometimes we may say that I don't have time, but I can think. While working also, I can think what else I can do, how I can serve. I mean, lot of ways we can think. body, a lot of service we can give, action can be done, mind, body, whatever the way Krishna sees our desire, Krishna sees our intention. Definitely, we can serve Krishna nicely. How the whole Krishna Leela helps us to understand and serve Krishna so nicely. So yeah, thank you, Sumit Prabhu. Thank you for wonderful narration as well as a lot of lessons given. So let's all unmute once and chant once Hare Krishna mantra for Sumit Prabhu's spiritual advancement. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram.
Rama,
Eh,
Hare. So next Monday, we'll hear some other pastime from some other devotee. So let's stay tuned. Let's invite as many devotees as possible. Let's everybody gets a benefit. With this, we'll end here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namo. Ananta koti vaishnava
Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Shri Krishna Janmashtami Mahamahotsav ki jai.
Jai.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Thank you for the class, Prabhuji.